Good evening. Welcome to ORP TV News. I'm Craig Stagner, coming to you from the JK Auto Repair Studio. JK Auto Repair is a full-service car care provider located in Ozark, Missouri, 2301 West Selmore Road. Hey, let Zach and John take care of you. They're great folks. Go over and see them. They got a beautiful place in there for you to sit and wait while they're working on your car, or you can drop it off. This is the All Parts Auto Salvage Weekend Race Report. All Parts Auto Salvage with 2 locations in Springfield. 2600 North Benton is the salvage yard. Everything you need from just almost a complete running car to any interesting kind of parts you need. Or you can run up to the parts store, 425 East Kearney. That's the parts store. Go in there and right over here this counter and see that lovely lady. That is Krista. And Krista and Alton can help you fix your car. They're absolutely fantastic. Well, we want to thank our sponsors, as always, JK's Auto Repair, All Parts Auto Salvage, Hillbilly Speedway, Hodges Tree Trimming, Finkbeiner Transfer and Storage, Home Sweet Home Realty, Rochelle Summers Toys for Tots, Appleton Imaging, Sigs and Swigs, DTA Bear Paws Gloves, Twister Alley Raceway, and of course the Missouri Motocross Hall of Fame. Want to start off this week, had a lot of rainouts, man. There was a bunch of them, but we did get some racing in. Legit Speedway Park. I'm going to run through these here. We've actually got a time because of the shorter racing, and we got some pictures. Your super late model winner, Joe Godsey. The IMCA modified winner, Jeff Taylor. Late model, Bobby Rattery. Super Stocks, Lonnie Duncan, who moved up 7 spots to take the win. That makes him our Finkbeiner Transfer and Storage Big Mover of the Weekend. Finkbeiner Transfer and Storage, whether you're moving across town or across the country, Finkbeiner can do that for you. Almost a century of success. They're not good because they're old because we're good. Make sure you tell them over there at Finkbeiner that you heard about them here. Moving on, your Sports Mod winner was Cole Murphy and Hobby Stock Chuck Russell. 81 Speedway in Park City, Kansas on Saturday. Rookie Mods, Chas Klinkner. Super Stocks, David Blocker. Stock Cars, Bo Davis. And the OCRS Sprint Cars winner, Danny Smith. Now, I know you know that we always do our birthdays on Wednesdays, but I got a special request. So we're going to talk about this young man right here. I saw him pop up on here, so I think he's watching. Kenny Foster. This young man right here, let's see, we've got a little bit of info about Mr. Kenny Foster right here. Tomorrow, he will be 62 years of age. He races all the time. This is a guy who's been racing weekends forever. We'll talk about how long here in just a minute. There's some photos here of just his kids, his grandkids, how important they are to him. You see a lot of these racers here, grandkids. His family reached out to us and let us know that tomorrow's his birthday. When he's not racing, which just isn't real often because he does a lot of racing, when he isn't, he's the pit crew, probably the chief for his son Tanner's Midwest Mod car, which is probably racing out at Springfield Raceway right now. When he's not doing his own racing or pitting for his son, his youngest son, then his oldest son Dylan and his grandsons Hayden and Breyer, they race at Twister Alley Raceway, where, matter of fact, back in 2006, he and his buddy Tony Cope drove into this field and thought, you know what, this would be a good place for a go-kart track, a really nice one, and so begun Twister Alley Raceway. So, happy birthday to you. Mr. Kenny Foster, he's been racing for 44 years. And not only has he been racing for that long, he has a history. He worked with in the race shop and touring with and pitting with the National Dirt Late Model Racing Hall of Famer, Ken Essery. And that's why Kenny runs the number 55, is kind of a tribute and a nod to his pal, Ken Essery. So, Kenny, on behalf of your family and Hodges Tree Trim and ORP TV, we hope you have a great birthday tomorrow. Moving on to Xfinity Series racing. Well, wouldn't you know, my buddy Vern Hendricks, I think I could hear him cheering yesterday. Oh, Kyle Busch, KFB, got it done yesterday. His 98th career victory in the Xfinity Series. This was his 98th win, holds off AJ Allmendinger, Justin Allgaier, Kevin Harvick, Austin Cindric. That's your top 5. This 98th career win for Kyle Busch, he is doubled second place. Second most on that list is Mark Martin with 49 wins and Kevin Harvick with 47. The Gander Outdoor RV Camping World Truck Series, they got a big long name there. Kenny, we were talking about you a minute ago. I don't know if we lost you. You was probably busy there. So, oh, there you go. You did see it. Great. Camping World Truck Series at the Circuits of the America. That's where the Xfinity race was. Kyle got it done in the Xfinity class. Well, in the Truck Series, Todd Gilliland comes on late, takes a win. This was a rainy, wet track. Todd Gilliland first, Kaz Grala second, Tyler Ankrum third, Grant Enfinger fourth, and Sheldon Creed was fifth. ARCA Series. I skipped over my ARCA picture there. Ty Gibbs took the win. Again, Ty Gibbs is just a couple notches ahead of the rest of those folks at that ARCA Series. Toledo, Ohio on Saturday. Ty Gibbs gets it done. NASCAR just wrapped up a little while ago from the Circuits of the America. This is the first time they've raced at that track. I tell you what, the rain is the worst part of racing, not because of today, but because of all the delays. When they delay it for hours and hours, or maybe they're going to do it Monday, I would love to know what percentage of originally scheduled airtime race fans actually show up on the later time or the next day to watch it, because I bet it's that much. I know I don't, because you have to be at work and things like that, and you kind of forget about it. So I loved it. I loved the rain tires. I loved the windshield wipers. I loved seeing the mist and the sliding. Kind of gave it, just so much better. Just keep going. If you have to slow down, that's fine. Good job, NASCAR, telling them go ahead and race. Now let's get that done at those circle tracks too. But nonetheless, Chase Elliott takes the win there, 14 laps short of an official race. They called this one, said just wasn't going to get any better. Chase Elliott, your winner. Kyle Larson second, Logano third, Chastain fourth, and Allmendinger fifth. Rounding out, you have Briscoe, McDowell, Bowman, Reddick, and Kyle Busch. Going on right now in Texas, it's called Houston. It's just outside of that's like Baytown, Texas, is the NHRA Camping World Drag Race Series. So that is going on over on FS1. After we're done here, I recommend you go over and check that out. And a lot of good racing still left to be had. NHRA coming up in right now, actually, after this. Spokes BMX. They have a weekend off away from racing, which is probably good because of the wet conditions at the track. But these racers have gone to Springdale, Arkansas for the USA Pump Track Qualifier. Now, if you're wondering what, I better mute this here because I know what's going to happen. What a pump track is that unlike a normal BMX track where you have the jumps and pedaling and several people, this is time trials. And this is a little shaky here, but you can see this rider, all concrete track, and it's called pump. It's just you're coasting and kind of working it. Really cool thing that's coming out there. I think that some of us older guys might be able to still do that without getting hurt nearly as bad anyway, because you only have one at a time and they're running time trials. Really pretty cool. Spokes BMX had some riders that have absolutely kicked butt down there today. Right here, you're seeing the 7 to 10 girls. First place, Ruthana Collins takes the win from Spokes. Second place, River Hirons. The 7 to 10 boys, ninth place finish overall, Hayden Hannaford. This is the 13-14 boys. Second place here is Blaze Monkey Thompson. Congratulations to him. And third place was Colton Robinson. And in eighth place in that 13 to 14 boys was Donnie Johnson. The 15 to 16 boys had Tobias Collins takes the win. Let's see, Masters 35 and over, Bill Ramsey with a seventh place. Spokes BMX has a pro that races out there that's out of this area, and he rode in the 17 and over men class, and I think he finished second. The 11 and 12 girls was first place, Case and Myers. So you had, let's see, 1, 2, 3 of the first places at this U.S. National Qualifier out of Spokes BMX. Outstanding job. Congratulations, Spokes BMX, for going down there and lighting it up. And big thank you to Brian Thompson for reporting on that for us. Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Series is going to be starting up this coming weekend. We had that short turnaround from the indoor season. They call it indoor, but it's usually open air stadiums. Now it moves over to the big tracks. This is the difference. If you're not used to watching motocross, this is the difference between, say, arena football and NFL football, not in the quality, but of the size. Instead of a tight track, more technical, this is big speeds. And a lot of times these racers who are the best at one aren't always the best at the other. Eli Tomac is a great example of that. Has 3 championships in the outdoor, had one, I don't want to say lucky. He got one last year in the Supercross. He kills it outdoors. Absolutely unbelievable. This race will be coming up next Saturday. They don't have the times nailed down just yet. This is going to be across MAV TV and NBC Sports Network, or if you do the $5 subscription to Peacock, you can watch it on your smartphone or your laptop. But this will be at the Fox Raceway on Saturday. It'll probably be afternoon is usually how these are run. They don't have the times nailed down. Hopefully they'll have that for us before the Wednesday show. We're talking about Eli Tomac, as a matter of fact. This is his swan song, so to speak. He started with Honda, moved over to Kawasaki, has won, I think, 4 championships, 3 outdoor, 1 indoor with Kawasaki. When it comes to the outdoor season, he absolutely is awesome. Super fast outdoors. This will be his last season on that Kawasaki, or at least for now. He is going to be moving away from there. Rumors are that he'll be moving to Yamaha, which has made a big push this last year. They were pretty far behind Kawasaki and Honda and KTM. Well, they've made a big push. That Yamaha team's kind of coming around. This leadership, Eli Tomac might be real good for them. So Eli Tomac, I look for him to probably do real well as a goodbye to Kawasaki. He's really good. Nevada, we got these results a little later this afternoon, just before we came on. Saturday night racing at Nevada Speedway in Nevada, Missouri. Your Midwest Mod winners, Dwayne Hobbs. The Pure Stocks was Raymond Sword. Street Stocks, Dale Dowdy. B-Mod was Brian Bolin. Mini Stocks, John Willard. He's moved down to Nevada. I'm kind of curious. He was racing that I-35 series all the time and just lighting it up. Well, he's moved down to Nevada, and he's doing the same thing there. John Willard is just a killer in that Mini Stocks class. And your Outlaw 4-cylinder winner is Scott Molefield. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us here on ORP TV. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and we're seeing more and more people come around. Thank you so very much. We look forward to seeing you back here on Wednesday. It'll be our preview show. We'll be talking about the race weekend coming up. We had some races rained out this last week. I do want to mention real quick, we were excited about being at Hillbilly Speedway for the Bump and Run and Demolition Derby. I know some people were disappointed about that, but I spoke with Franklin early on Saturday, and that was the right call. It said that the parking lot was absolute mud, and we would have had a demolition derby just trying to get out of there. And those cars, you would have had a demolition derby of cars doing 5 miles per hour because they couldn't get traction. So absolute right call. Look forward to that event being rescheduled. So we'll see you back here for that. We'll see you here on Wednesday at 6 p.m. on ORP TV Live for the race weekend ahead. Until then, keep watching ORP TV and spreading the love, and we'll see you back here. I'm Stagner.